Hey everybody, it's time to play a little ball. Play ball. I can hear that guy down at Joker Marchand Stadium right now in Lakeland, the big fella. The big guy who's done the PA announcing there for like 100 years, it seems, ever since the Tigers started there way back when. One of the longest running spring training homes in all of baseball. Hi everybody, Mark Wilson with your webcam, yournews.com, the Parker and the Man page. And it's all about the start of the spring games today. That's right, the Tigers and Florida Southern College, University, whatever they're called now. The annual college clash in Lakeland as the Tigers get the spring games going. Finally a ball game. Maybe we can erase the specter of that October play-in game, the extra inning game against the Minnesota Twins that pushed the Twins into the postseason, and the Tigers, out! You're out! And get that done. See, I'm shilling for the home team today. I got a little Tiger hat on. Just something to honor the Tigers as they get going. A little Tiger hat action, because if I'm nothing else, I'm a shill for the home team. So the piece is actually about spring training in total and making the big circuit around Florida and Arizona. If you've never done that before, if you've never taken a trip down to where the snowbirds hang, the winter people who leave Michigan and other climes north to go back down there and check things out for the spring. Many people make the migration every year to their favorite baseball team, and I do a little route for you. And as I said, in 3,000 words or less, I take you to Florida and Arizona. It's like actually being there. In fact, this piece is so long, you might want to just print this sucker out and read it at your leisure. Or get one of them MyPad things and you can read it there, or one of them, whatever those electronic books are now. You can put it on there, I suppose. So that's it. It's all about the route. I start in Tampa and take you all over the place. To Viera, the home of the Washington Nationals. Go see Pudge Rodriguez and the phenom Steve Strasburg. And head into Lakeland and Osceola Stadium where the Astros are. And Kissimmee and the Braves at Disney World. And all the way down to Fort Myers where the Twins and the Red Sox are. Some of the older times of going there. I talk about the old days when the Reds were still in Plant City, Florida, home of the big Strawberry Festival. It'll be more in focus when you read it, I guarantee you that. So I won't give it all away. It's good reading. It's fun to see some of the old times and some of the new times and what you can do. And go to Arizona and follow the other teams there. All the way to Tucson and Phoenix and Mesa and Tempe and Surprise and some of the newer spots. And how the Dodgers left Vero Beach for Arizona finally after all these many moons. So there you go. It's all about spring training 2010. And if you ever have a big boat of money and you got a lot of time, you too can do that same trip in about 40 days, something like that. Also in the Parker Demand page today, on that thing, in my little tweets and feats section, Jim Bunning, a guy who used to wear this hat, this little tiger hat there, Senator Bunning of Kentucky, the guy who blocked the unemployment extension for about 1 million people the other day in the Senate. He's a senator from Kentucky now and has been for a while. In fact, he's not even running for re-election. And the guy decided to say, you know what, a big Rex Ryan salute. Pick one. To all those people, I'm not really laughing at this. This is really bad news, and it's terrible news for many of us who would rely on those benefits. Jim Bunning is the guy who once threw a no-hitter for the Tigers. I actually wrote a letter, Baseball Digest, about him, kind of praising Jim Bunning. Bunning used to come back to the state for card shows all the time. He's made a good living from baseball. For 9 years, he made his living wearing this hat. And before he went to the Philadelphia Phillies, one of the few guys in Major League history to win 100 games in both the American and National League, getting a lot of heat today from his fellow senators and lawmakers, and also from people all over the country because of what he did to block those unemployment benefits. So you can read that as well about, if you don't know what happened with Jim Bunning and his career in Detroit, you can read about that too. The Wings are back with a vengeance, look good after the Olympic break. Just a day after winning the gold medal, Mike Babcock, who was the coach of Team Canada, behind the bench as the Wings beat the Avalanche in Colorado 3-2. Nick Lidstrom back, all these guys back, of course, as the break is now over. And the Wings, nice start to the second, I guess you call it second half, the big stretch run. They're now officially in 8th place in the Western Conference. That 8th and final playoff spot right now is theirs. So that's their big concern, is making the postseason this year. It's a strange spot to be in. We're 1 day away from the NHL trade deadline. See if Kenny Holland has something in the works and make something happen by tomorrow, by Wednesday. Also, Gary Bettman is hinting at no NHL players in the next Olympic Games in Russia. After what we just saw, really, for that great tournament, that great gold medal game, Canada beating the United States in overtime. Really, Gary, is this the right time to start throwing that out there. Really, we want to see college guys again? I'm shaking an evil finger at you, Gary. It ain't going to happen. Please don't let it happen. Michael Jordan, now the owner of the Charlotte Bobcats. They want the name changed because Bobcats referred to the previous owner, Bob Johnson. I say call them the Charlotte Jordans, and it wouldn't stun me. I don't think he's going to do it, but if Michael Jordan really wants to make an impact with Charlotte, come back at age 47 and play for Larry Brown. That's what I want to see. I want to see Jordan play. I want to see what he can do at 47. Make a second comeback, Mike. Come on, really show your interest in being back in the NBA. You can't let it go, can you? You can't let it go. And also, Dancing with the Stars is coming back March 22nd. There are 3 sporting figures, including Chad Ochocinco. I'll give you the other 2. Evan Lysacek, the gold medal figure skater, and Erin Andrews, who all of a sudden wants the spotlight. She didn't like cameras, obviously where they shouldn't be, with her lawsuit, of course, over the guy who was taking pictures of her naked. But now she's all over the place. ESPN's Erin Andrews. So you can check all that stuff out. The spring training trip between Florida and Arizona, you'll enjoy it, I guarantee you. Jim Bunning getting all sorts of heat today. Senator Bunning, not good. The Wings back with the win over Colorado. Gary Bettman's thing about no NHL guys in the next Olympics. Michael Jordan is owner of the Bobcats, and DWTS, Dancing with the Stars, is back. American Idol also still heating up with tonight's performances. So check all that out. The Parker the Man page at yournews.com. Just shilling for the home team today as the games are back, baby. The Tigers and Florida Southern from Lakeland, Florida. They play the Blue Jays tomorrow. That's it for you. So check it out early and often.